Thank you in advance for your patience, because sometimes my voice comes out like a bark. That was a beautiful talk that I'm following now. So today we're going to talk about how to undiet your life. And because I'm a little bit quiet today, I invite you to go to bit.ly/Meghan140, where my entire presentation is there for you to tweet and Instagram. The tweets are already done. And if you play along in the next 10 minutes, 2 of you are going to win copies of my book. This is the Canadian version, and this is the US version. Doesn't matter where you live, you can win either one. So my little crew back in Toronto will choose 2 people. So to save me from speaking for 2.5 minutes, I'm first going to start by asking this question. How would your life change if you were diagnosed with a disease that you were told was life-threatening and had no cure? And to save myself these 2.5 minutes, I'm going to allow this video to introduce me.
This isn't what I thought I would be doing. I didn't think healthy living was my thing, but even saying that sounds so silly. Why wouldn't we all want to be healthy? To look and feel great and live with confidence and vibrancy. I guess, like most people, I thought healthy living meant living with deprivation and restrictions. Overnight, it all changed for me when, at the age of 26, I was diagnosed with an incurable autoimmune disease. I realized that to have great health wasn't about deprivation, but about super awesome abundance that allowed the freedom for anything in life to be possible. I had no idea that this subtle shift in my thinking would propel and motivate me to take control of my health, and as a result, start motivating others as well. The greatest gift, the honor I earned by breaking the rules to live the life of my dreams, is that I now get to help others do the same. I'm Meghan Telpner, and this is my creed. Today is the day. Make it ridiculously awesome town. Eat fruits, lots of cherries, while thinking good thoughts. Love what you do and do it with love. Smile at strangers, be truthful, youthful, playful, and funful. Laugh at the ridiculousness of seriousness. Wear color and eat color. Sit through the storms, for the sunshine and rainbows will follow. Eat real food. Flirt with farmers, crunch on carrots, and save those labels for the tin cans. Make it from scratch. Fuel your life, nourish your soul, and once in a while, focus on the exhale. Slurp up the sunshine, delight in the delicious, and dance like a 4-year-old. Offer the planet what you want the planet to offer you, for every choice counts. Optimism is most fruitful. Original is always going to be more fun than conventional, and I'll take weird over boring. Break rules, twinkle, sparkle, and shine. Undiet for vibrant health, and let's all make love in the kitchen. I'm Meghan Telpner, and this is my creed.
So that's me, and that just saved me 2.5 minutes of speaking. I wrote a book called UnDiet, and UnDiet was based on my own experience in undieting my life, breaking the rules of conventional nutrition to regain my health when I was diagnosed with... Oh wait, we're going to hear first. And the question that I asked myself all the time was, why do nothing when you can do something right now to improve your health, to make your life more awesome and more vibrant? And the story that I have, that I carry with me, is that I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, and we heard from Jennifer earlier, who had a similar experience. Crohn's disease is an autoimmune inflammatory bowel disease that can affect anything from your bum to your gums. And my doctor said to me, you're young, have fun, drink your milkshakes, eat your cheeseburgers, nothing you eat is going to affect the prognosis of your disease. Without any science background, it didn't make sense. How could something that passes through my digestive tract not be affected by it? How could a disease of the digestive tract not be affected by what we're eating? And so I started to ask some questions. And what I realized was that this wasn't true, and that there was a solution, and that was how UnDiet came to be. So what I want to ask you, because we all have the power to completely heal ourselves. Healing is different from curing. It's not about that magic pill that's going to like magically do everything and we don't have to do any of the work. Healing is a process of reversing the degeneration. So I ask you, if your current state of health is affected by external things, when we eat something we don't feel well, that affects us. When we do something when we feel awesome, When we meditate, we did that yesterday here, and everyone felt great after. So if we know that there's things that make us feel worse and make us feel better, why wouldn't we want to do the things that continue to make us feel better? Because we deserve it. So the secret to optimal health really comes down to one very simple question. Everything in that picture is 200 calories. So we have a choice we can make every time we put something in our mouth. We think 200 calories is sort of the ideal snack, what we want for a snack. But what if we instead just ask, will this build my health or build my disease? And if we ask that one question of the conversations we have, the relationships we have, the work we do, the foods we choose, suddenly it all becomes very, very simple, right? Because we all inherently know. I was speaking with, it's actually Jeff's cousin, and he's like, I know I got to stop drinking this and doing that. And I was like, okay, let's make a deal on this. He's like, I'll give you a half a handshake. He wasn't ready. We have to be ready. My story was that within 4 weeks of living this way, I was 100% symptom-free from a disease I was told had no cure, and that was 7 years ago, without medical intervention, just by living a life where I made choices to build my health. So if your current way of living isn't working for you, we either give up or we own up, but no one ever succeeded by giving up, right? We hear stories of people who fail, but they get up and they do it again. That's why we know about them. So what does it mean to undiet? Undiet is to undo the bad habits to make space for the good. It's very simple. If we're hooked on drinking a certain drink that's not building our health, well, let's change that and get hooked on drinking water. And it can be as simple as starting to eat real food that doesn't have any kind of engineering done to it. It hasn't passed through a processing factory or a chemistry lab. It's as close to as it lands on our plate as it was on the farm. That alone will make huge difference. And if we start sipping water most of the time, most often, and what if we learn to love what we do and do it with love? So that even if you hate your job, you can go there and you find things you like about it. If you're not enjoying the process, if you want to get healthy and you hate salad, eating salad in anger isn't going to heal you. I had a teacher who said you're better off eating a burger and fries with a friend than a salad with an enemy, because our thoughts affect so much of our health. Stress is the greatest epidemic. So things don't have to be hard to be right. The path that nature flows downstream. You never see water climbing over a rock. And so often in our lives, we're trying to tear down that brick wall, and we fail to step back and notice there was an open door right beside us all along. And sometimes we can work hard, but the choices are never hard. When we follow our instinct and we tune in to how we're feeling, the answers are always right there for us. Choose to wake up excited about the day ahead and go to bed happy with the job that you did. And if we do that one thing every single night and we marinate in that goodness overnight, our lives will change. And I want to challenge you to take this on for 7 days. Try it. And I guarantee only more awesomeness will come from it. Don't be afraid to question the paradigms of convention, because convention has gotten us here where everyone is medicated. 88% of people over 60 are on at least one, and 22% of kids under 12 are on at least one pharmaceutical medication. And antidepressant use tripled in 10 years, when our whole ideal about fat was like the poison, and our mood and libido went down the drain with our egg yolks. So is this working? Nuh-uh. The question becomes, would you rather eat something that fuels your life or cause you to have a quadruple bypass? So just last month, they came out with a donut egg bacon sandwich, which is the last thing we need in our society. And we ask, is this working? Is living that way and eating that way working for you? Are you happy? Do you feel awesome every day? Is this working for you? It's very simple. So we start to ask this question: what works? Feel blessed to be stressed about the choices we get to make, because we have the rare privilege in our society to choose the foods that will either build our health or build our disease. So let's choose the foods that will build and promote health in all aspects of our lives. Thank you.